Yeah, I mean, Jensen had contracts in the river, so he felt fairly confident about going for this gank, but Chase was actually just waiting in the lane, gets the jump on him. Jensen's so quick, can't move far enough to the left. Had to stand united on him, but it ended up being the wrong call. The package also incredibly strong, persistent damage, and yeah, just barely being in the brush there, ended up just crushing contracts in damage there. And how this started once again. Jensen was hoping for a bottom lane turret dive, but Team Dignitas was way ahead of the play. The bottom lane was already collapsing on the collapser, so quick 2-kill. Watching this one more time, you can see C9 trying to make the rotation. Log, very good sidestep. But C9 wants to keep coming. Jensen has been able to flank around the back as a minion wave arrives. Good placement of his stun. Doesn't give Laud very many places to run. Doesn't get stunned. Chaser comes in for the shield. And it was good on contracts to jump in there. A little bit of missed synergy there as Chaser kind of kicked as the Malzahar was hitting. But a bit of an overdive at the end of the day because time. King going for it. Jensen can't quite get the stun. That probably would have been fatal if it was landing. Especially Chaser and Laud all come up to assist here. Contract just gets Kane CC, but then the fight continues. Shen didn't make it into the fight because Contracts died before the ultimate could complete. Jensen here, Zhonya's with the sole intention of ulting backwards. Special does it up, actually without vision control, but he knows he has the Shen. Package comes in, immediately Shen ults him, so he's willing to withstand. He stays in his parallel convergence, gets the stun, so he has that massive high AP ratio on the shield. But then, as Ray's caught here, he's got the GA, so they know he could potentially last a little while. And this is where the fight gets big. Jensen's been so good about this in team fights, always landing in his parallel convergence for the shield, and then Keen and Chaser just kind of stick around, but with the Zyra ultimate and everything, you can hardly see where he's going to fly back to. He gets the double kill. That's when it decides to turn. Laud gets hit by his first dash arrow. QSS doesn't matter because they close in. Fight we just saw before the game ended. And just watch how Laud is hitting the Elder Drake and no one is there to peel for him. Smoothie literally walks up through the team and lands a root, and the rest of C9 just piles on him. Meanwhile, the Elder Drake sells 2,500 health. Team Dignitas really needed to fight here, but they were focused on the objective, but they didn't even get that. Contracts then just starts hopping around. Jensen flashes in for the finish, and when you're letting an Echo with 5 or 6 items free in your backline.
Watch the replay as Sneaky gets bopped.
Hit you. Right now we see the Ocean Drake coming back in. Teleport coming in as Ray was just meandering back up to the top lane. Sneaky can't get out of there fast enough. Someday still had flash up, even after the gank he had top lane to just close in. So pretty easy play there by Team Dignitas. C9.
You see this play, it's just Contracts being safe, waiting over the wall.
Yeah, Sneaky kind of trapped himself up against the wall there. So great shot by Laud, kind of undodgeable with no flash up. Then the kill just continues. Smoothie very low on the back end of this fight. Watch Keen. In his dying breath,
Smoothie did not need
with
to
the
die
wild
there.
card. Exactly. Could have been 2 for 1 because Ray had the teleport.
See that fight again.
Yeah, Chaser sweeps. Contracts, just right place, right time. Ray, though, for all the dredge lines, that one wasn't that good. Hits the wall. But he does
double
ult
stun was
Chaser.
nice.
That
was so
jump
cool.
flash was super cool by Contracts. Unlucky, though, Kazakhs can still kill you when you watch the fight one more time. They didn't have Ray here. He was trying to shove, so they kind of opted into a 4v4. And they also only get Someday on the backside of it, so they try to get Laud, but then watch Chaser and Someday just pile on to Jensen. Keen also was able to ult in on the backside, so that's the difference. C9 did not have a front line at the start of that, and Someday was able to get right in there for more.
2 turrets picked off on the push, 2 inhibitors down already. They've got a minion to push back as well. How much can they defend? 5v4. Card comes in, shot comes in, rarely hits a minion.
Waiting on the next minion wave. It is a super minion wave with Baron empowering.
There we go, Someday engages, tanks up the turret. They're going mostly for the structure damage, but Laud's got to be careful. Getting locked up repeatedly, Contracts gets the kill. Sneaky running, can't get away in time. Chase with a flash Q takes him out in the front line. Maokai took down Contracts, and Jensen gonna respawn in 7. Ray running out of health. Smoothie doing what he can to keep them alive, but the big shields from Special just removes all the damage like it never even happened. And looks like there's no chance for Cloud9. Team Dignitas gonna secure the game and bring us to game 3.
Look at this. This time, this was the same path Contracts took in game 1, but Chaser wasn't there. This time, Chaser had been hopping over the Dragon Pit, I think with the plan, and that's why Keen was following, and then he's got Ghost. So he knows Contracts can only run so far. Let's see if they can blast cone He does blast home, but Chaser saved his resonating strike. Keen gets him.
It all lands.
Yeah, so watching this fight one more time, Jensen actually wins the trade with Keen. It gets him quite low. And that signals contracts. He wants to go in for the big play. Flashes, wants to get the jump damage, gets it, but then misses his W while he's invisible and gets stunned. Chaser's like, sees the spot, Q, RQ, kill completed.
Yep. Worth pointing out that even though
But trying to make some back right here. We're gonna watch this fight one more time. Contracts goes in, Special gets the ult, and Chaser just straight up whiffs. That hurts Team Dignitas's chances, because that means Contracts is still available for this fight. Impact ult, or flash, Q doesn't even need to ult right away. Chains the ult point blank, chain the CC. Chain also with the
he's correct.
And we're gonna watch this one more time. Lodge shoots, just flashed by Sneaky, and the teleport was already channeled. So they go for Smoothie anyway because they know Pock is getting in first. He gets in slightly first, and then manages to just time it with the TP arrival of Impact and gives them immediate numbers advantage in which they can zone out Sneaky, because Someday eliminated the front line and allowed Keen to move right on to Sneaky. Then they kick Impact back once again to make sure he can't get the edge.
He's trying to play far back. He's basically on his own fountain. Already too much for him.
Oh man. That's the evolved win. A great team fight win for C9. Watch this, they have double Cloud Drake, so they want to get engage rate. And here, they could go for Keen, but in essence, since it's interrupted, they almost bait Someday to run into the invulnerability, and they have these 2.5 seconds where they can basically blow through Someday's GA and Chaser's GA before the fight really starts. Then X-Special ults Contracts, doesn't even kill him. The team is sitting on redemption as well. So the fight is just really strong for C9 because essentially, as we mentioned, front-to-front team fighting, they eliminate the enemy tanks before anyone could get damage. And this is the lasers are gone, so these tanks are much better at just walking into end games and forcing fights under these turrets.
For a bit more damage. Look at that chunk coming in. They're going to find the stun on the Contracts. Can they finish him off in time? No, they can't deal with it. Tarek turns him invulnerable, and that's one kill picked off. Someday's first. Chaser is going to be next. The Koreans are falling in Cloud9, pushing into the base. A double kill for Jensen. That's them all dead. Lod's the last one standing, and he's not even that anymore. A triple kill for Jensen, and Cloud9 will cement themselves in that first place tie. They will be 2-0 as he leads Impact almost to his suicide. Why not send a couple minions in? Who even cares anymore? That's going to be the game, the match, in Cloud9 ending week 1, first place with their